One is the message they carry to the elected officials on behalf of growers, obviously, and making sure that that voice is heard with a largely urban audience here on Parliament Hill. It's critically important for them to hear that voice. But conversely, I think the other benefit is that they carry a message back to growers. Growers are very busy in the field running their operations, and the policies that are being set by government and the nuances about that, the association plays a role in sort of converting that and translating it back to the growers so that they know what to care about or what to develop positions about. So.
Having a national voice in Ottawa is important for the farming community because you have a chance to bring your stories to the ears of people who can make a difference in government. The elected officials and the bureaucrats here are going to work and are going to listen to what you have to say because you have the experience on the ground and they're interested in knowing how things are happening on your farm.
I think it's extremely important to have a voice for national farmers in Ottawa because, for instance, in the House of Commons there are relatively few people who are farmers, and in the Senate there are none. So it is extremely important to have a national organization that is a spokesman for farmers who can meet with all the senators and all the MPs. Many are from rural areas. A lot grew up on a farm like I did, but it's been a long time since I've plowed a furrow.
And I say this as a central Canadian urbanite who works for a Western Canadian agriculture company, but I think it's so important for growers to come to Ottawa and to speak to members of Parliament who perhaps aren't on a committee that they've otherwise engaged with in the past. So, be it transport or environment, infrastructure, innovation, about what they're doing on the farm. I think it is very poorly understood as to the importance of the agriculture sector, the innovations that are taking place, and the stewardship that's happening on farm that really does align with the government's current objectives on public policy.
There's nothing like bringing a real, flesh and blood producer from back home and meeting with their MP or other MPs from across the country. Because what that says to the Member of Parliament is, this issue is important enough for that producer, that guy or that woman, to come off of their land, travel across the country, take a day or a couple of days from the farm, maybe have to hire somebody to do the work back home, because those cows have got to be fed by somebody every single day, and come and talk to me about those issues.
Every year we do it better, and we sequester more carbon. We produce crops that are sustainable in our soil, and we're making our soil healthier. We're putting back more good bacteria in our soil so we can grow a different crop next year. And the sustainability of it, to be able to share that with people, how we are sustainable, so we can pass our farms on to our children and them on to our grandchildren. That's the message that we need to be able to put forward. And that's where the grain growers can fit in, because they do represent all across this country, from BC grain growers right through to the Atlantic Grains Council. They represent us all.
All the best to our friends at the Grain Growers of Canada on their 20th anniversary.
And my wife and I, we are both having we got to 30, but congratulations on getting to 20 Grain Growers of Canada.
Happy 20th.
There you go. Love it.